So DeadBeat is the brand new scare maze coming to Thorpe Park Fright Nights for this year, and it's looking very exciting, but we know pretty much next to nothing about any of it. Anything. We don't know anything. Now, if you didn't see in the last video, I reacted to Now, if you didn't see in the last video, we basically reacted to the announcement trailer that came out, and it was looking so good. It is looking so good. But in this video, I'm going to talk about what to expect in DeadBeat, because it's very secretive. As of recording, it's not been made yet, but it looks great. So today, I want to talk about DeadBeat, what to expect, what I think is going to happen in the maze, and most importantly, will I predict everything correctly? Probably not. So let's kick it off. Thorpe Park have tweeted about the maze, and I'm going to read off to you what apparently is going to happen and the little blurb they've written about it. It's 2 minutes to midnight and the clock is ticking. Will you surrender willingly or dance the night away? Embracing what may well be your final night on Earth. But beware, this is no ordinary venue. Here, the music doesn't soothe the soul. It devours it. Chained to the rhythm. That's a Katy Perry song. I don't know why I know that. You'll be ensnared by the hypnotic sound of the underground as blinding lights draw you deeper into the pulsating abyss with every heartbeat and every breath you take. The demonic forces close in, feeding on your soul. So there's a lot of like soul-sucking imagery going on there. As the beat drops, you might try break free, but there is no escape. The creatures of the night are everywhere, lurking in the shadows, watching, waiting, and feasting. This is no bittersweet symphony. It's a relentless. DeadBeat promises a night you'll never forget, and for some, it'll be murder on the dance floor. So there's a lot of references to like modern music in that. We've got murder on the dance floor, obviously, blinding lights. So I reckon the soundtrack to this maze is going to include a lot of them. It sounds great. It sounds really good. It sounds like a good balance of fun and terrifying. But I'm very excited. It's a great take on a new concept, and I'm very looking forward to it. Let's get into the meat. Let's get into what I think the maze is going to be like, and where it's going to go, what the walkthrough is going to be like. So let's get to it. So if you didn't know already, the maze is taking place in the old Black Mirror Labyrinth building, and if you've never done Black Mirror Labyrinth, it's basically behind Colossus, next to Colossus, in that big pyramid building. And from what I remember, it's a pretty big space. I think they're working with a pretty hefty space there, so they can make something very, very good. So the outside of the Black Mirror what was I saying? Yeah, so the outside of the Black Mirror Labyrinth building is very like shipping container-esque. It looks like a shipping container, and you can see that at the start of the trailer. That is basically going to be the entrance to the maze, and it's looking real good. Okay, so at this point, I think there's going to be an actor outside who's going to let you in, but I think there's going to be like a security guard type guy who's got like a guest list in front of him, and they're going to read out names maybe and be like, yep, you're on the list, come on in. And that might be where, I know I keep going on about it in every video, but basically you could pay £15 and you can put your name in a scare maze, and I picked DeadBeat before I even knew what it was, and on the description it said you can put your name on the guest list. So I reckon that will be where it comes in. They'll have the guest list on them and you can see your name on that, so that hopefully will be very cool. So yeah, I think they're going to say come on in, and you come on in, and then I think the next room that you go into would be like a cloakroom. So obviously it's themed around like a nightclub, so I think you'd go into like a little cloakroom thing. It's quite dark in there, it's quite creepy. Maybe you've got like a light flickering. In terms of scary, I think it will be pretty normal for now. I think it's just like a pass-through room. I don't think you're going to spend a lot of time in there. So you walk through the cloakroom and then you get to the main event, the dance floor. So room 3 I think will be the dance floor. We saw that in the trailer. We know that's going to be really cool. And yeah, I'm expecting like a big massive room, dance floor in the middle, sort of maybe like a DJ deck on the podium, and then that is where the maze is going to start. I think something's going to go wrong, like the music's going to stop, or it's going to turn midnight as it said on the tweet. I reckon the lights are going to flicker, the stuff are going to go crazy, they're going to run around, and then they're going to be like, go, get out. And then this is where it gets a bit crazy. This is where we go off piece a little bit. I think it would be cool if you could have 2 different routes. So you could either go like the emergency exit route, or you could go like into the toilets. I mean, we saw the toilets in the trailer. That can either be part of the maze, or that's just like a a thing for the video. But either way, I think it would be cool if you could like split down 2 different routes, and that would mean having like double the amount of theming and double the amount of actors. So they probably won't do that, but I think it'll be cool. And then yeah, for the rest of the maze, I think you're going to be running away from that monster that we saw in the trailer. And yeah, I think we're going to be running through like alleyways maybe. I know Universal are very good at making inside places look like they're outside, so I think if Thorpe did that in the space that they have, it could be really cool. Imagine like you run out the emergency exit to the nightclub, you can see the stars in the sky, it's like dark, and there's like an alleyway. I think that'll be really cool. Yeah, that is what I think the maze is going to consist of. You're going to walk in, go through the cloakroom, something's going to go wrong, or it's going to turn midnight, and then all the stuff, like they're probably in a corner going like a bit like trailers, and then you run through the scare maze, escaping the evil guy, the evil monster who we don't have a name for yet, and then you can escape. I don't know, I can't think of like a finale for the maze. I don't know if I wrote one down. No, I didn't get that far. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I love Fright Nights, so this is gonna be great. So thank you for watching. Yeah?